magic keys. Keys. Slowly the light of comprehension dawns. Key! Pulls a metal out of his pocket. I sell good key to you for a good price. Yes, 250. Sure, why not? Oh. You know, I bet these two are gonna run a scam on me. Like, he has like 1,000,000 keys, and she acts like he's not selling the keys to her, and then you go there, and then you go back here. I bet. Sure. Gives you a copper key with IV etched onto the side. Thank you. Good money. Buy a lot of food now. Wait a minute. IV? Key 4. That's actually very special. Interesting. Well, Solberg. Tall fairy gentleman sits behind his long twig-like his desk. His long twig-like fingers steepled under his nose. He has the expression of one who has just discovered an unfamiliar, unpleasant smell. He debates internally for a moment, struggling to decide whether to do business with you or not. Greed wins out. I'm Solberg, this is my business. I deal with all sorts here, including, when I must, humans. What do you do? I'm the keeper of the blessing pool. What does the blessing pool do? It's a marvelous thing. If you dip your weapon into it, it will be better, magically augmented in a most splendid and useful way. Even better if you wish to purchase a use of this location, that can be arranged for a small price. How much is it to use the blessing pool? Special chosen discount. 2,000 coins. No thanks. Go do your human things. That's beyond my price. I should have had one of these guys training in spears instead of melee weapons. Oh well. Jail's full up with nothing. Just the ferryman. No. Hey, there's a kid in here. Hello. The animal pens are kept by a small, nervous-looking human boy. Looks like a Britannian native. He seems nervous, as if he would prefer not to have any customers. Puts down a bucket of slop and says, I'm Colin. Looks like to be about 8. What do you do? Looks even more nervous. I'm the stable keeper. Well, look after the animals, keep them fed and such. I do this while my master is away. Where'd your master go? I'm a slave to a fairy merchant. My family sold me to him when I was but a babe. Now I serve him and he feeds me, and he only beats me occasionally. He always seems ready to break and run at any moment. For now, my master is traveling. How long has he been away? He's been gone for a few days. He didn't say when he would be back. He said that he might be gone for a long time, and I should look after things. It's lonely, but I get visitors sometimes, like Romans. You met Romans? Yes, some Romans came by, 4 of them, a few days ago. Looked around, talked to me, then left. I cleaned everything up. They were very nice. You had to clean up after the Romans left? Yes, I took care of everything, so I will be safe and not have any problems until my master returns. Nothing wrong here. I should be getting back to work. Good day. Uh-huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Griffins, huh? Griffin, dragon. Well, that was a big distraction, but hey, we are curse-free now. And we got jumped by whites. Ow. There we go. Jerks. It is not all white. Road Peter's out. Let's head back. Avoid the forest of the dead. Come across a small, pleasant hut situated at the south edge of the large, grim forest. It's quite nice, although it looks like keeping the undergrowth back is a lot of work. Front door of the house is open, so you approach. A sign reading House of Paws hangs over the entryway. You look inside and a small man greets you. Hello, travelers. I'm Paws. Come on in. On a second look, you realize that Paws isn't human. He's only about 4 feet tall. The hair seems to be sprouting out of every available location. His fingernails are long and thick, and his face makes him look like a half-badger. Ah, bet you've never seen the likes of me before. But, what of it? Human or gnome, I still have the best prices in Shadowvale. Fresh drake meat, yummy. Put some hair on your chest. Or wherever. Okay. I guess that's... Oops. Drake meat. I'm going to dump that because that stuff's actually really heavy. Compared to, say... Okay, it's slightly heavy. The dried meat is the lightest. It all counts for the same, 1 ration apiece. I'm here-ish. Pauses there. I just got here. Alright. Cross the glitter bridge. No. I don't know what that was, but I figure I might as well avoid it if I can. And now we finally get over here. Hey guys, come here. Hey. Woo, level. Just get rid of the guards outside. Haste draught. I'll take that. Actually, let's camp. And in we go. Splash. Enter a large indentation in this hill. It's filled with green, healthy vegetation, which is surprising considering the barren ground surrounding this area. There are two shafts to the north and south leading down into blackness. As you look around, you see a person standing by a small pool to the west. He waves for you to approach, and then he crouches down and hides behind a bush. This would be a nice pool if someone hadn't been dumping trash and bones into it. Now it's just sort of a gray and smelly. As you look at it, you hear a twig break in one of the nearby bushes. As you walk over to investigate, an aging man steps out of the bushes to greet you. "Welcome, friends," he says. "I mean you no harm. I am Bevan of the Iceni. The Iceni are a tribe to the east, currently rebelling against the Romans. Forgive me, but I must tell you my tale of woe. I was journeying to the west with my daughter, trying to escape the horrible violence. We were set upon by strange creatures. I lost my daughter, but I followed as they brought her here. Please, I beg you to restore my daughter to me. If you can find her, I will give you all I own. Will you help me?" "Sure." Evan looks incredibly relieved. "Oh, thank you. You are sure to be our saviors. The goblins took her into the nearby passage, the Dark One. Her name is Hathwaiza. Please hurry. She must be in great danger." He returns to the concealment in the bushes. "I will be waiting for you here. When you emerge with her, I will be here to greet you. Good luck." As you're about to leave, Bevan remembers something. "Oh, a little tip. I've done some sneaking around down there. When you enter their lower tunnels, try to stay to the southeast passages. The northeastern caves are full of Fomorians. They're a bit tougher than your average goblin. Just so you know." I want to look at this thing. Okay. Just wanted to look. It's dark. But someone has some torches. Descend into a large ruined hall. It was once an impressive stone structure with a domed granite ceiling and 2 rows of statues. Since then, it's fallen prey to a spirited round of vandalism. And that, I'll be right back. Alright guys, sometime later, let's see, since then it had fallen prey to a spirited round of vandalism. Creatures have smashed several of the statues into rubble and carved illegible graffiti into the rest. Trash and bloodstains mar the floors. This once solemn hall is now a complete mess. As you look at the statues, you realize that, although they looked like they were humans at first glance, they aren't. They are beings much larger than humans, hairy and muscular, with thick brows and large fangs. These might be the creatures that burrowed this place out. Then they abandoned it, or it was taken from them. What are those? Giant rats. Oh, they're not too bad. Twerp. Oh, great. You can hear and smell goblins. Goblins seem to be like rats. They're happy to infest whatever ruin or unused space they can find. You're probably lucky that they seem to be restricted to Shadowvale. This pedestal has a button set in the top. Looks like a bit of recent construction. There's no way that it's as old as these crypts. Let's push it! There go. I don't know what that button did. Oh, that's something else later. I remember that. Ha-ha! Strigil, whatever that is. Even though it hasn't been used for many years, you can still tell what this chamber was for: embalming. The bodies were put on a massive stone slab, and chemicals in the cauldrons were used to treat and preserve the corpses. You still smell the harsh substances used on the bodies. The cauldrons are corroded and encrusted. This complex must have been a place for the dead, for the creatures who built it. It would do that. Oh, jeez. Die, please. And the ceremonial dagger. As you approach the altar, you suddenly feel an incredible wave of malevolence. You start to shudder and step back as a block of marble radiates hatred and anger at you. Strange images appear unbidden in your minds. You see strange, hulking, ogreish people running, terrified from rampaging, angry, blue-painted warriors like yourselves. Then the images fade, but the hatred remains. You still aren't near the altar, but you can keep pushing forward if you want. I think I will, but first I think I'm going to save. You manage to walk up to the altar, but not without difficulty. The heat is intense, and the anger of this place works constantly at your mind. Whatever beings this black stained stone was consecrated to, they hate your people. They hate them with a passion that has survived through many years. This complex has been abandoned. The stone seems to shimmer with the force of their antipathy. Pray at the altar. What could go wrong? You in front of the altar hoping to make amends or in some way receive assistance from it. The shrine is having none of it. Massive burst of heat blows you backwards, singeing your hair and searing your flesh. Fine. Destroy it. Draw your weapons and start defacing the altar. It grows hotter and hotter as you proceed, but you resist the pain, infuriated by this outrage against it. The altar summons up a last of its power. The north end of the room, a rip appears in the empty air. Two beings step out, ready to avenge your desecration. The altar begins to cool. Its power is gone. Whoa, she just got tore up. Spectral wolf. Okay, I can do this, but I need to reposition our ranks here. Destroy it. There we go. Slow those two down, would you? Harsh. That guy's actually pretty tough. There we go. Got nothing but experience for that. I wonder if I would have gotten something if I had tried to pray multiple times at the altar. Probably not. Hate is hate, and that's all there is to it. There we go. Craft circle up to 4. Also hovering feet. Don't think we're going to need that for a little while. This is actually, you can see the goblins are rapidly becoming easy. But that's okay, the Fomorians will be taking their place as common enemies. Also another button. Let's leave it alone for now. Take that. And another button. Get the feeling those are for a puzzle? You should. Yes, you should. Yes, you should. Ghosts! Also a barrier. But hey, we got this. Saved it. Aw, come on. Soldier of Fortune has its various pitfalls and risks, such as, for example, winding up like this guy, his dried corpse stripped of valuables and dignity. It's been lying here for quite a while. Maybe he'll get buried someday, but you doubt it. As he turned away, you noticed that whoever looted his body left a key behind. Not an impressive thing. Just made of iron. Pick it up and notice it has a 3 in its side. We already had a 3 key, though. Okay, we have 2 now. Well, that was not a good use of, crystals. Huh. Just a second, guys.